What's the difference between winning and losing? And I'm not just talking about in real estate or in business. I'm talking about in life in general. Hey, I'm Trey Doby with Doby Real Estate. And the difference between winning and losing is oftentimes, and the majority of the times, the smallest of things. I pitched growing up, and I was a pitcher at Purdue University. And the difference between striking somebody out or them hitting a home run oftentimes was less than half an inch. And when a batter swings the bat, literally millimeters can make a difference between them hitting a home run or them popping out and getting out. And it's the same way in all sports. A quarterback throwing a football, half an inch can make a difference if the receiver receives it or if it gets intercepted. But that translates into life in general. So if you're trying to have success in real estate, you probably need to make more contacts. You need to find more buyers and sellers. So if you're making phone calls on a daily basis, maybe your goal is to say, hey, I'm going to make 20 phone calls, 25 phone calls, whatever it may be. I challenge you at the end of the day to just make one more phone call. That one more phone call will make a huge difference over the course of the year, because if you look at, you're making phone calls 5 days a week, that's 5 phone calls a week times 50 weeks in a year. That's 250 more phone calls you will make in a year, and that will make a huge difference in your business. Now, as I mentioned, this doesn't just apply to real estate. It also applies to your personal life. It's about the small decisions that you make on a daily basis. How many times do you hit the snooze bar? Do you get up at 6 o'clock, or do you get out of bed at 8:30 because you've hit the snooze a million times? When a buddy texts you and says, hey, do you want to go out to the bars tonight? Are you saying yes and going out and not being able to get out of bed and not being a good spouse because of the fact that you went out the night before? Or are you saying no because you want to be successful? These small decisions that you make on a daily basis is the difference between you winning and losing. John Cheplack has a saying that tiny hinges swing big doors, and it's the same concept. It's the little things. The little things matter. If you're just focusing on your big rocks and saying all this little stuff is irrelevant, you're completely wrong. You need to focus on the small things. It's going to make a difference in if you win or if you lose and how great you become. Are you just putting in the work when you need to in order to get by? Or are you making those decisions and doing the small things to be ultra successful and great? Hey, as always, I hope you have a great week. If there's anything I can do to help you, don't hesitate to reach out.